Tonight's episode of OHSAA Football, the newly formed ECC, will find out a lot about the shape of things to come. These teams face off tonight on the WCM Waycross Community Media from Frederick Stadium. I'm Jake Williams, and along with my partner Tom Hall, we are thankful to bring the call of this game. Now, Tom has been crunching the numbers connected to this year's squad. And now that the cusp of October is here, I feel comfortable in saying they have established the identity of who they are. And as for myself, I'm convinced that Coach Stray's guys are who I think they are, no matter what their name is. Anderson High comes to call Tom. What or can they bring to the table tonight that you could foresee?
Lebanon by 18 points. Anderson scored a total of 164 points in the game. Winton scored 104. Turned it around with the defense. Anderson has given up 130 points. Winton Warriors have given up 47 points. This in front of my face.
Well, hold that.
Hello? Can you hear me? My mic's... There it is. Okay, so Winton Woods has given up 83 fewer points than Anderson. So we know Anderson can score points. The question tonight is, can the Winton Woods Warriors stop them? And more often than not, Jake, I think defense wins games.
I believe you there.
And that's why I think Winton Woods has the edge tonight.
Before we get too far, I just want to announce the officials for tonight's game. The referees, Mike Gleason. The umpire, Joe Brinkman. The line judge, Brian Seltzer. The head linesman, Scott Barnett. And the back judge is Mark Smith. And Winwood's Warriors step off into this kick, and this game is underway, picked up on the 9-yard line. Anderson comes up here, number 5, with the carry, and the Warriors special teams are going to have him surrounded on his, looks like, around 17-yard line.
Beautiful night for a football game. The temperature here at kickoff is in the low 70s. When the game's over, it'll be in the 60s, low 60s. It's a splendid night.
This is that kind of weather that you just thoroughly enjoy. See the Anderson offense taking the field at quarterback for them. Jackson Kuhn, he's going to be able to get around right in at number 5 with the carry. That's Andrew Williams for the Redskins.
Yeah, one of the receivers out in front of him did a nice job of stacking up interference. Allowed him to get around the edge and turn the corner.
So Kuhn throws this ball out in the left flat. It's caught and carried up for a first down yardage just past the 30-yard line.
Well, you can see the Anderson strategy early on here. It's spread it around. Get the Wintonwood's defense spread out on the field.
Back to throw. He's flushed out of the pocket. And he's tripped up for a sack. Down on the Anderson 16-yard line. That's number 7 on the sack for the Winton Woods Warriors.
7 blue.
7 blue.
Just got the quarterback, just good enough.
So that's going to bring it to 2nd and 22. Kuhn rolling to his left. He stops and heaves his ball. This ball's caught on the far sideline. Looks like first down yardage again for the Redskins.
What a great pass, what a great catch. He flings it down the field, and the receiver goes up. That's number 6. That's Evan Upchurch. Great play.
Okay, Kuhn with the snap. He gives off to Williams. Williams trying to find his way through and gets about 2-yard gain on the play.
Anderson has done a real good job here right off the opening, so spreading the ball around. Woods Warriors want to get organized right here.
And we saw earlier this year when we covered the game, the Warriors started kind of slow, and that's not the way I recommend they start against this visiting Anderson club. Back to throw is Kuhn. He's throwing his ball over the middle, and this ball's caught for another first down.
One of those. Watch number 5 here. Runs out into the middle.
That's Andrew Williams. Didn't get in carries. Kuhn, straight drop, looking to throw this ball. This ball's caught over the middle for about a 5-yard gain.
Just a little bit behind the receiver. The Anderson has only done one running play so far in this game.
Of course, they're making quick passes. They're not letting him stand back there too long before he gets rid of that ball.
Yes, these are timing plays. Absolutely. Here comes another.
This ball, this flag's going to be on the Warriors. Offside.
Planned to go to the receiver over there on the far side. He was going to throw it to number 81, Connor Casey, but the flag stopped the play.
Back to throw. This pass is incomplete on the far sideline. That's the 2nd down, so let's bring it to 3rd down. It's like 3rd and 5.
Okay. You're the Warriors, you got to be looking for another one of these quick hitter jobs.
Jackson Coon looking to his right, and he's flushed out, and he's going to be almost thrown down, and he better get rid of it now, and his ball's thrown, and it's caught.
Oh, what an incredible sequence.
That's number 13, Joey Faulkner with the grab.
Number 4, Cortez Foster Gatewood almost had him in the backfield, and he threw a wounded duck up, and it was completed.
Ball's thrown again and caught in the left flat, but there's no yards after catch on this. Gonna bring it down to 9:05 left in the first quarter with Anderson taking up all this clock early on. Jackson Coon back there. Got a man in motion. Drops straight back, looking to throw this ball in behind his receiver, incomplete.
Yeah, that was not his best throw. It was low and behind the receiver. He's trying to hit number 17, Brody Foley. Now suddenly 3rd and 10 here.
10 trips right for Anderson. Fakes to give to Williams. Williams goes around on a wheel route. He's got this ball caught and into the end zone for a touchdown. Anderson Redskins scored the first touchdown tonight.
All I have to say is, wow. They just marched down the field. Almost every single play was successful. The receiver got himself free there along the sideline, and the Warriors, the receiver got behind the Warrior defensive backs.
It looks like a couple of Warriors was peeking in the backfield while Williams was running around them.
Yeah.
So here's the point after try. The hold is down, the kick is up. And that kick is good. So with 8:36 left to go in the first quarter here from Frederick Stadium, we have a score of the Anderson Redskins 7 and the Winton Woods Warriors nothing.
Well, that was quite a drive by the Anderson Redskins.
Yes, it was. I mean, they probably didn't show everything they have in their repertoire. But they got to wrap up. They could have had him sacked and squelched all that with that sack that they missed.
Yeah, that first drive, there was one running play on that drive. It was an off tackle to the left. And so if you're the Warriors, I'm sure the defensive coach is talking to the defensive captain right now, and they're trying to figure out how to handle it when Anderson gets the ball back. But in the meantime, here's the Warriors' chance to do the same thing. Get some first downs, go down the field.
That's right. And maybe they can get a nice head start on special teams here, Tom.
Yes.
As we see the Anderson kicker, Aiden Boyd, number 16, and he steps into this kick. Picked up on the 5, straight ahead with the ball, up to the 30, through a first line of defenders, still on his feet, up to the 46-yard line.
If not for the kicker, I think that would have been a touchdown. The kicker bottled up the middle. He ran right into number 16, Aiden Boyd.
Yeah, well, that kicker's a big guy. Looks just like George Blanda to me, number 16.
Yeah.
So the Warriors start this ball off on their own 45-yard line, 1st and 10. K.O. Wingfield throwing his ball over to the right flat. The receiver catches it, but no yards after catch. The Anderson defender is right on the case and brings him down. Warriors on offense are led by number 17, Mikhail Wingfield, the quarterback. Number 22, Tyreek Spikes. Number 23, Jeremiah Anderson. And number 1, Tyvon Bowler. Come up with some more names after this play. Man in motion. Here's a give to Spikes straight up the middle. Looks like he's got a good 3 yards on that carry.
Yeah, the handoff to the right side. Picked up, got 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2 as the Warriors break the huddle. Under center is Mikhail Wingfield this time. Spikes behind them. Man in motion. There's the give. No, Wingfield kept it. He runs around right in. Runs toward arm tackle, still on his feet. He's trying to get dragged down. The Anderson defender and finally able to drag Wingfield down on his Anderson 5-6 yard line there.
A nice fake to the middle, and then the Wingfield runs down the line of scrimmage, finds a hole, off it goes.
Man in motion. There's a give to Spikes. He runs out of a tackle and into the end zone for a touchdown for the Winton Woods Warriors.
Good block.
Nice goal line blocking down there for the O-line. Here the Warrior band enjoying the moment of this touchdown here. Watchman Fonjong Jr. to kick this PAT. The hole is down and the kick is up, and that kick is good. So with 6:55 left to go in the first quarter here from Frederick Stadium on the campus of Winton Woods High School, Forest Park, Ohio, we have a score of Anderson Redskins 7 and the Winton Woods Warriors 7.
It looks like a shootout early on here, but you never know. First time possessions, you don't want to read too much into those, but see what Anderson comes out here and does. They start throwing the ball again, go down the field that way? Do they try to mix it up and run more running plays? What have the Warriors done to change?
Well, I think Anderson, of course, they know what their menu is of plays, but they might as well keep throwing these balls as long as no one can defend it.
Yes, if they can keep these timing plays going, the quarterback is releasing the ball so quickly that the Warriors haven't had time really to get much of a pass rush going.
We see the Warriors special teams and take the field here. And that kick is off. It's going to be into the end zone for a touchback. Anderson will set up shop on their 25-yard line, 1st and 10.
This is the 13th time these teams have met over the years. The Warriors have a 9-4 advantage in the games. The last time they met was back in 2018 in a playoff game played in November, and the Warriors won big 52-20.
Yeah, so of course that was in a playoff game. This is actually the first time these teams have met in a non-playoff game since probably the 08 season. Maybe the 09 season, but either way, here comes Anderson offense on the field. Back to throw is Kuhn. He's throwing his ball deep over the middle and just over the outstretched hands of his receiver.
He led his receiver just a little bit too much.
That's number 27, Maurice Daniels, with that receiver. Other defensive starters for the Warriors, number 11, Andrew Booker. Number 24, Quentin Jenkins. And we'll see back to throw. Kuhn has this ball, tunnel screen complete, and this guy's still running through the first line and finally pulled down by number 4 of the Winton Woods Warriors. That's Cortez Foster Gatewood.
It was Evan Upchurch who made the catch, and he is hurt. He's made his way to the sidelines, but he's clearly in discomfort. He was lined up as a wideout on the left, and he ran back behind the line of scrimmage, caught the pass, and turned left and went up the field, and the Warriors were not there.
There's the fake give, and Kuhn keeps it himself and jumps up in there for about another 5 yards.
It's the second running play that the Anderson Redskins have run this game.
The Warrior defense is going to have to come up with a spy or something. This guy keeps coming out of the backfield, killing him. There's the snap. There's the give inside. Jumps around the would-be tackle and picks up about 2 yards where it'll be, looks like they're calling it 3rd and 2.
By number 11, Andrew Booker.
Clock moving. Who keeps it himself? Tries his nose in there, but Warrior defense says not this time.
Yeah, he's about a yard short. The quarterback draw, but the Warriors stacked up the line of scrimmage real well on that one. Now it's more like 3rd and more like 2. 4th and 2, excuse me. Yeah, you gained almost nothing on that play.
Anderson is going to go for it here on 4th down. Double reverse, and then handoff is good for a 1st down. 1st and 10.
Yeah, he's going to hand off to the player, and then he hands off. Didn't need much hole to get through. Got the 1st down.
Clock moving, 4:53. There's the give to Williams. He hesitates and he's lost for about a 2-yard loss on the play.
Yeah, Anderson is suddenly trying to go to the running game here. They made the 1st down, but now they've lost. It's going to be 2nd and 12.
Second and 12. See what Anderson comes up with here. Coon straight drop. Looking to throw this ball over the middle. This ball is caught.
Brody Foley, number 17, caught that. Another nice timing play. Great pass. Very difficult to defend that.
It's like 3rd and 2. Anderson is up on the ball. They got trips right. Looking it over. Here they are with the snap. He's rolling to his right, looking to throw. This ball's caught on the 21-yard line. He turns upfield, and they get him run out of bounds on the 15-yard line of the Warriors.
Yeah, it's Evan Upchurch we saw limping off the field a moment ago, but he got himself open over here on the right. Wide open. And pick up the 1st down.
1st and 10, 3:46 here in the 1st quarter. There's a give to Williams. He finds a place to move, and he runs it upfield, and he's close to a 1st down. It's like he got him down about the 6-yard line.
That's what a good passing game will do for your running game.
Yep.
You got the Warriors spread out, and there's a big hole for Williams to run through.
Williams with the carry again, but he's going to be stopped. At the bottom of that pile is number 55 for the Warriors. Number 32, Q Williams coming in the game on defense. 3rd and 1 here. Of course, from what we saw of Anderson's field goal kicker, they are in field goal range.
Oh, yeah, easily.
1st and goal from the 5.
Coon keeps it himself. He runs his nose in there, and he's going to be close to the goal line here.
I thought he was in, but they're marking him short. Yeah, the Anderson's, the passing game has got the Warriors spread out.
Number 12.
And now the running game is starting to work.
And they're not going to get anywhere on that. Oh, they're signaling touchdown.
I think that was the old moving pile.
Number 12. That's a carry. Touchdown Anderson.
So Henderson responds. Let's see where it was just mass bodies up there, and yeah, he finally did
Yeah, somehow the ball carrier just kind of popped out of that whole thing over to the goal line.
Here we go with the PAT attempt to hold us down, and the kick is blocked.
Oh. Good work, number 24, Quentin Jenkins Jr.
So with 2:58 left to go here in the first quarter, we have a score of the Anderson Redskins 13 and your Winton Woods Warriors 7.
Jenkins came in from the right on that, and he leaped at exactly the proper moment. Here he comes. Far right. That's good, left. Left on the screen.
Yeah.
No, wait, I was mistaken. I thought number 24 blocked that. It was number 5. Caleb Tubbs.
Caleb Tubbs, I think he blocked the kick in that game against Springboro.
I believe that's correct.
So, Warriors special teams take the field. So they have Tyreek Spikes back there.
For the Warriors is number 22, Tyreek Spike. They kick it off for Anderson, who's number 16, Hayden Boyd.
Man, this kick is off. Be gathered in at the Warriors 7-yard line. Straight north with the ball. Runs through some guys. He's wide open, and nobody's going to catch him. Nobody's going to catch this guy. It's going to be a touchdown for the Winwood Warriors. Special team, coast to coast. That's the way to answer.
That was almost a replay of the first kickoff to Winton Woods. The difference was the kicker wasn't standing in the middle to stop the ball carrier. Went right up the middle.
Replay here again here, Tom. Oh, we had it.
Yeah, Anderson's got to work on plugging the middle on their kickoff coverage. They're going to go right up the middle. And he broke right. On the first kickoff return, the kicker was standing right there to block, to knock into him, but not this time. Touchdown Warriors.
It's Tyreek Spikes. Here's the point after. The hold is down, and the kick is up. And that kick is good. So with 2:45 left to go in the first quarter here from Frederick Stadium, we have a score of your Winton Woods Warriors 14 and the visiting Anderson Redskins 13.
Well, this is not what I expected, at least not so far. I thought we'd see scoring tonight, but not this much, this early.
Well, this game is setting up like it's going to be wall-to-wall scoring.
Yeah, you wonder if there's going to be any punts at the rate we're going.
And if there are any punts, will they get returned?
Yeah.
As we see the Warriors special teams coming out on the field, kick this ball off to Anderson. You see we're sitting back here, section 17, where everybody in front of us is number 17. That's Mikael Wingfield supporters and family.
Yeah, he brings a lot of fans with him, doesn't he?
So this kick is up. It's going to be handled in the end zone. Offsides, Winton Woods.
The people in Forts Park have to be excited. I mean, they've got a good team. They're undefeated, and they're young. That was the point we were talking about during the Lebanon game. There's only a handful of seniors in the starting lineup for the Warriors.
That's right. You know, I like where they're making a smooth transition from the identity of last year's team to who they are now.
Yeah.
These guys step up. They are who they think they are, too, I'm sure. And as the Warriors get ready to kick this again after the offside penalty, and it's up. Still into the end zone. All right.
These are good kicks. It's number 131, Nate Mefford, who's kicking for the Warriors tonight at kickoffs. Two good kicks.
Other Warriors on defense are J-Ron Gibson, number 44, number 27, Maurice Daniels, number 4, Cortez Foster Gatewood. Number 9, Cam Sanders. Number 8, Dayland Long. Number 5, Caleb Tubbs. And number 6, Tamarian Crumpley. As the Redskins get ready, trips right, looking to throw this ball. They got him flush from the pocket. Now he's going to run for it, and he's got a warrior in his face.
Cortez Foster Gatewood made the tackle. He wanted to find a receiver down the field, but he couldn't find anyone open.
2nd and 5 now for Anderson. Back to throw, over the middle, falls. Just not quite on. They're calling a penalty on that play.
Yeah, the warrior interfered with the receiver there. I was not at all surprised to see the flags come flying out. The receiver had a step on the defender, and the defender grabbed him. Probably saved the touchdown doing it.
Holding, yes, he probably did.
There's good penalties, there's bad penalties, and I think you could argue this was a good one. Yeah, right there at the bottom, right of the screen, yeah, he was beat.
Again, there's a certain opening that these receivers are getting to that side of the field. A lot tonight. Back to throw. They got him sacked this time for about a yard loss.
Yeah, this time the Warriors' defensive line stepped up. Number 58 is putting good pressure right up the middle there.
Yeah, collapse that pocket.
Yeah, and then the end was able to grab him.
2nd and 13 now. Anderson rolling to his right. Kuhn throws his ball. It's signaled a catch, but it's going to be short of first down marker. We'll see here on this replay.
The receiver's back was to us, so we couldn't really see from our angle here. Yeah. The official said he got that off, scraped that up before it hit the ground.
Jackson Kuhn looking over the sideline. He's got time to run his play in. Got trips left. Kuhn straight drop, looking to throw. They got in on him. Get him. He gets him out of it. And he throws his ball, and it's going to be incomplete, out of bounds.
Now the Warriors number 7 blue, came over there, and I'm not sure the receiver would have caught it anyway, or at least in bounds.
No, he wouldn't have caught that ball in bounds unless it was a gift.
Can't quite see it there in our replay.
So we're under a minute to go in the first quarter, which has been highly entertaining. You see on the replay, yeah, he was out of bounds.
Yeah, no, he wasn't going to get that. They're lining up like they're going to 4th and 6. Going for it.
Drop. Here they come. They got him for a sack on that 4th and 6. That's number 99, Mikhail Stewart. In on that sack for the Warrior defense. We'll see on the more air instant replay. Number 4 busted in there, Cortez Foster Gatewood, and rushed him right into the waiting arms of Mikhail Stewart.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but I questioned that decision. 4th and 6 and deep in your own end.
Wingfield, straight drop, looking to throw this ball down the near sideline. Overthrows his receiver.
Number 17 might be late for this pass.
So 51 seconds left to go here. Antonio Turner Jr., intended receiver, number 12.
He had a step on the defender.
This is where Wingfield gives to number 22. Tyreek Spikes is around right in, but he's rudely thrown to the ground by that Anderson defender.
Yeah, both teams showed a lot of speed on that play.
Clock moving, 36 seconds. You got to give that Anderson defender credit. He made a nice tackle.
Yes, he did. There's number 34, James Migliara.
Clock still moving down to 19 seconds. Wingfield got the snap, throws his ball. It's caught by number 1. He's going to try to work his way to the sideline. He's thrown out of bounds. Looks like near the 14-yard line.
You got a first down.
7.9 seconds left to go here.
Number 1 is Tavon Bowler, and he showed great quickness on that.
Oh, that's a first down for the Warriors. Wingfield under center this time. Spikes behind him. In motion is Bowler. Spikes with the ball. No! Wingfield keeps it. He steps out of a tackle, but again, to the credit of these Anderson defenders, they wouldn't be juked out on that.
They fakes the handoff, runs down the line of scrimmage, and the Anderson Redskins didn't buy it. Again, that's number 34. This is another great play he's made.
It's James Magliara, number 34. Coach Evan Dreyer told me to watch out for this guy in our little chat before the game. So that's the end of the first quarter here from Frederick Stadium. We have a score of your Winton Woods Warriors 14 and the Anderson Redskins 13.
Well, certainly an exciting, eventful quarter of football. And I have a feeling it's going to continue here in the second quarter.
Yeah, this game, if they keep this game lit up like it is, the second half, they might run out of numbers on the scoreboard. See the teams exchanging into the field here.
Anderson has been involved in some very high-scoring games. One day,
47-48 was one of them, wasn't it?
70 to 34, they lost to Kings. A 50-40 game, they beat Little Miami. They beat West Claremont 42-0. Lebanon, they won 38-20. There's a lot of scoring, a lot of points on both sides.
Well, that's, you got an offense. So we see 2nd and 4. Warriors deep in Anderson territory. Fake the spikes, and Wingfield carries it around right in for the score for the Winton Woods Warriors.
Oh, Wingfield had me faked out.
Somebody get the clock stopped.
He handed it off to the middle, and I thought the ball carrier had taken it in the middle, but no, Wingfield showed his great speed and got around the end.
You see the Wingfield crowd, section 17 down there, enjoying the moment. As the Warriors line up for this PAT. It's like number 1 is going to be doing the chores on this point after attempt. And number 31 is Nate Mefford. 6'3", 160-pound senior kicker. So he's going to be doing it left-footed.
Yeah, left-footed.
Hole is down. And that kick is up, and that kick is good. So with 11:55 left to go in the half here, we have a score of your Winton Woods Warriors 21 and the visiting Anderson Redskins 13.
I'm guessing what Anderson will do is come out and try those timing passes again that worked so well on the opening drive.
Yeah, because whatever they do that requires offensive line to hold their blocks, it's not happening where defense is coming in there.
Yeah, the Warriors' defensive line has stepped up here. And so the drop back plays were not working, and the last time Anderson had the ball, weren't working very well.
I can't get an exact grip on what this guy, Jackson Kuhn, if he thinks he can run. at some point in the second half, there could be some chances to run, but you can't stand back there and take these sacks because the Warrior defense will gladly oblige you. So here comes the Warrior special team. Nate Mefford gets his thing kicked off. It's picked up on the 5-yard line by Anderson. He's got to the 20, straight ahead. He's going to have to get run down, and the official got, was that an official that got in there on that tackle?
That was the kicker. It was Mefford.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, there's a
Look
flag.
at this.
Yeah, watch, Mefford's going to appear here right there.
Wow.
Ouch. It's a kicker with a little extra. But this one's coming back, I think. I think it's going to be against Anderson.
Coming back. Well, that's good then, because that was a pretty sturdy kickoff return.
Block on the back,
See
we're
on the
told by our
Warrior
producer.
replay.
Right, I think right there.
Yep.
Yeah, block on the back.
So they're going to carry this back, and it's going to be put in play all the way down on the Anderson, looks like 8-yard line. Crowd starting to get amped up into this game. There's the give inside to Williams. He muscles through one tackle and makes it ahead to about the 13-yard line. Clock moving, 11:26 left to go in the half.
Up.
Flags.
Anderson moved.
Okay, so Anderson lines up to address the 2nd and 10 play. Coon rolling to his right, stops and heaves this ball deep. It's going to be over everybody's head, incomplete as 2 Warrior defenders get caught up in a little friendly fire.
Yeah, they had double coverage on that one. It would have taken an almost perfect pass to hit that receiver. And the pass was not perfect. It was too far ahead.
3rd and 10. This is where the Warrior defense can hold these guys down here. Trips to the near side here. Coon looking to throw this ball. This ball is incomplete over the middle to his receiver, number 17.
There's a good rush up the middle here by the Warriors, but that ball was catchable. That was a good ball.
That was Brody Foley, intended receiver, junior. Anderson, they have a lot of underclassmen. Most of their seniors are on offensive line. So their kicker is back to punt this ball. Warriors standing on the Anderson 45-yard line. Kick is up. It's going to be a short kick. It hits on the 33.
What a bounce.
It takes a roll. Look at this.
Now that's a roll, yeah. Bounce and roll.
All the way to the Warrior 42-yard line.
Yeah, I picked up, I think, nearly 25 yards on that bounce and roll. The punt itself wasn't all that fantastic, but
Yeah, it had yards after catch, it had yards after contact with the ground.
Yeah.
So here's the Warrior offense. Wingfield back there throws this ball complete in the left flat. Looks like number 2 is going to try to run out of a couple tackles, but they finally get him hauled down.
They beat the initial tackler, but then the Anderson Redskins showed up. He makes a nice move on right there. Picks himself up about another 4 yards on that. It's Tajay Frazier with the ball.
Wingfield looking it over under center. Spikes back there behind a man in motion. There's a give to Spikes, and he's still on his feet. Nice pickup, first down. Ball on the Anderson 45-yard line.
We have a late flag. There's going to be a personal foul. And I think this is going to, I'm not sure who they're going to call this on. The Warrior got mixed up. Oh.
It's going to be on the Warriors.
Yeah.
Personal foul.
There was an altercation between a Anderson Redskin and a Winton Warrior, and a punch was thrown.
Other Warriors on offense are number 81, Derek Lawson, 84, Cam Calhoun, number 32, Will Edwards, 74, Andrew Thompson, number 73, Julius Martin Gardner, number 55, Leonard Taylor, and number 66, Devon Stallworth. Clock down, there's 9 minutes to go in the half here. Wingfield looking over to the near sideline to see what Coach Parker wants. He's got Spikes back there with him and trips left.
Oops.
Ball's on the ground, but Wingfield is able to fall on it before the defenders can get there.
The running back whacked it out of his hands by mistake. Yeah, number 22, Tarek Spikes, totally unintentional. But he essentially elbowed the ball. Warriors are fortunate on that.
Yes, they were. Wingfield back there in the pistol, waiting for the snap. Straight drop, looking to his left. They got him flushed out. He's going to run for it. He's got a block run. And he's going to get pushed out of bounds. Looks like after he picks up about 7-yard gain.
Yeah, it looked like Anderson was going to get him there in the backfield, but he was too quick. Able to turn up the field. It'll be about 3rd and 5 for the Warriors now.
You know, Buller was throwing him a respectable block on the edge there. Positive yardage at 3rd and 5. Wingfield waiting for the snap. He's got it. He's rolling to his right. Throws his ball. It's going to be just over the hands of one receiver. It looks like they're calling incomplete, but it's a case could be made that the second receiver caught that ball. We see on the more air.
That's what I thought happened. It was intended for number 2. But number 1, he touched the ground.
Okay.
Yeah, it was kind of a fluky play. Yeah, intended for Frazier. And Buller's the one who almost caught it.
So 7:54 left. And more air instant replay. Give us a good look at that. Our crew in the truck and cameras out there.
4th down.
Wingfield rolling to his right, looking to throw. This ball's caught by number 12, and it's first down yardage for the Warriors.
Antonio Turner Jr. caught the pass. With well-executed play.
So the Warriors are still marching. 7:41 left to go in the half. Wingfield under center here. In motion. There's a give inside the Spikes. He gets a hard 2-3 yards on that carry.
Basic off-tackle play.
And so far, we haven't seen number 3, Imani Steele, with the ball out there yet. So they could be saving him for fresh legs again.
That's what I'm thinking. We're going to see him in the second half.
Wingfield under center. There's a cross-buck give, but there's nothing. No, he breaks through. And he's going to be down about 2 yards short of a first down there.
Well, it sure looked like he had him at the line of scrimmage. Right here, just didn't wrap him up. The Anderson tackler wasn't able to get his arms around the ball carrier.
6:28 left to go in the half. Wingfield gives the ball over. It's going to be enough for a first down to keep these chains moving.
There's a quick hitter play.
See all the inhabitants of Section 17 down there cheering it on for their man, Mikael Wingfield. This is where Wingfield likes to throw that little pass of his. Inside to give to Monty Steele, and he breaks out of a tackle, and he's got first down yardage on that carry.
They didn't save the Steele to the second half. They brought him out in the second quarter.
That's right.
First time we've seen him. Small hole, doesn't take much. 2 missed tackles. 2nd and 1 for the Warriors now.
2nd and 1, ball on the 26-yard line. 5:30 left to go in the half. Wingfield under center. Pitch to the motion man. He's around right and he's got a block. He's still on his feet. They finally get him hauled down at the Anderson 10-yard line.
This Anderson defense has been on the field for a long time now, and I'm kind of thinking they're running out of gas here a little bit.
Well, that's number 1 on that carry. Tyron Bowler. First and 10. Wingfield waiting to snap. The give is inside to Monty Steele. He's hit hard, but he gets it down to the 5-yard line.
Yes. Steele runs right into, I think this is going to be number 45. Yeah, right there. Number 45 for the Redskins. That would be Wyatt Holt. Oh, the flag on the field. Let's see what we have here.
It's like they're coming over.
Illegal block calling on Winton Woods. Block below the waist.
Now this is where the Warriors on offense have to be careful not to get too greedy.
Yes.
And too cute at the same time. As with this 4:53 left to go in the half, they should just impose their will and just drive this.
Yeah, if the Warriors could score a touchdown here at the end of the half, that would be very important.
Wingfield with the carry, but nothing doing. Anderson defense is in the backfield, probably got him for no gain or a yard loss.
Yeah, it was a linebacker, Casey O'Toole, who got in there and chased him down the line of scrimmage. Right there. Second and 20.
20, so Warriors need to pick up some positive yards here. Wingfield straight drop, rolling to his right now. He may tuck it in. There's a flag on the play, and he's going to roll his way down close to the goal line, but it'll probably be coming back.
Yeah, they're going to hold holding on
the Warriors.
Warriors number 70. Malachi Brown, he was trying to protect his quarterback. It was one Anderson Redskin who was trying to get in there. So a nice gain gets called back.
You see on the more air, it's a replay where, Wingfield now, from the first time I saw him play this year, where he's knowing how to tuck that ball in and get what he can now.
So it's second and goal, but the goal is 31 yards away now.
Yeah, the Warriors need to, get some of this back to at least have a possibility of lining up for a field goal attempt. Wingfield in the pistol. He's rolling to his left. He stops and throws his ball
Oh, whoa.
over the head of his intended receiver, who takes a big hit for his efforts.
Yeah.
Slow to get up.
You really, when you see a player stretch out like that, they're vulnerable. Stretch. Oh, ouch.
It's 3rd down and 31 here.
Number 81 for the Warriors, Derek Lawson. Looks a little shook up, but staying in the game. Ooh.
Yeah,
At least he was able to get his hands up to break his fall.
whistle.
Timeout.
Anderson timeout.
Yeah, Anderson wants to get this right. I mean, it's third and goal from the 31. And Anderson wants to keep the Warriors from getting any points. Now, the Warriors have a good kicker this year. So you have to believe that the Warriors could pick up 10 yards.
They could send him out there. Now the flag isn't moving. It's 2 weeks in a row now. The flag has just been sitting there.
It's a very calm night. It's a beautiful night. My goodness. We had a string of incredible weather here this week.
That's right. Oh, here's the Anderson defense back on the field. Some games around the area. Coleraine is at Sycamore. LaSalle at Cathedral Prep. I wonder what Cathedral Prep that is. Who else we got playing? Kings at West Claremont. Harrison at Northwest. Looks like Northwest is going to be in another backyard struggle. This time with the Wildcats. Wingfield, straight drop, looking to throw this ball deep over the middle.
Oh.
It's caught by his receiver.
Oh,
No, it
oh.
is dropped.
Oh, he had it. He was not able to maintain control as he went down.
See on the more air replay here where
What a great pass.
right in his hands and then just couldn't maintain possession through the fall. 4th and 31, so the Warriors are going to have to go for it.
Yeah, the Warriors have a good kicker, but this is
This is too much.
too much, yeah. The pros or college, and they would go for that, but this is high school.
I think this is for Wingfield. Got a whistle on the play. Timeout. Anderson timeout.
Well, if you're Anderson, why not burn timeouts here? I mean, this is actually could be a critical moment in the game. Anderson desperately wants the Warriors not scoring any points here.
And the Warriors definitely need to get some of this yardage and not just take, incomplete pass. Now Anderson's taking over on downs on this 31-yard line with this kind of time left to go, the way they've been playing.
Yeah, this is a lot of time. Anderson got the ball here. So they've shown an ability to move it down the field.
Talawanda at Mount Healthy.
The other team we want to watch is Turpin. They play Lebanon tonight.
Oh, yeah, because that's who Winton Woods plays Turpin next week.
Yeah, we'll talk more about that later, but it could be a huge, huge game.
Looking to throw this ball deep over everybody's head. The guy in the band might have caught that one.
Yeah, that one was out of bounds.
So that's going to be it where Anderson will take over on downs with 3:35 left to go here in the half. Well, we see a crowd shot there. That's a respectable amount of people considering the circumstances. I think there was a lot of late shows because this place is full now.
Yeah, we were commenting right before kickoff between ourselves that there weren't that many fans here, but there aren't a lot now. They have shown up.
We're going to throw. They got him flushed out, and he's still on his feet, but he's going to get hammered. That's Booker. Andrew Booker was able to come here. See, Cooney just runs out of the pocket. He's effective at keeping it alive.
Yeah, he wants to hang on to that ball a little better. He's going to run. A little bubble screen.
So it's going to bring it to third down.
All right.
See on the more air replay where, that pass was effective. Second down and 4. Flag on the play. Looks like the guy's still on his feet.
It's first down if the play stands. Somebody moved on the line of scrimmage. I don't know which team. Oh, Anderson.
Okay. So the Redskins will take a walk backward on that.
Yeah, that one hurts Anderson. We had a nice first down there. It's good for the Warriors, bad for the Redskins.
Well, that'll make it third down, and they're calling it 3rd and 10. 2:36 left to go. Where defense can get a stop here would be doing a solid. Back to throws. Boom, throws the ball over the middle, and the crowd incomplete. And his receiver took a big hit.
Even if he had caught that, he wasn't going to get a first down. There were 2 Warriors just waiting to tackle him. So it brings up 4th. Now, Anderson went on a 4th down and 6 deep in their own end early in the game, and it blew up in their faces. Now they're going. Yeah, here comes the punter.
Winton Woods gets their special teams out on the field. Caleb Tubbs does. They're going to send him. He's going to stand on his 35-yard line awaiting his kick. And there's the snap. Kick is up.
That's a good punt.
Tubbs got the ball. He's running upfield. He's got 10 yards, but he's met. They're saying the ball's out.
Yeah, he might have fumbled on that. See what they do. Now they're calling it down.
Okay, so they're going to call him down. That's unfortunate. See on the more air, it's a replay here. Tubbs, he has purpose in the way he runs. No, his knees are down.
That's a fumble. I think the ball was out before his knees touched, but it doesn't matter. The referee said it's Winton Woods' ball. Winton Woods might have had a little.
First down for the Warriors, 2:16 left to go in the half. This is where you give them hand the ball to Steele.
Oh.
Wingfield still on his feet, running through guys and around guys. He's still on his feet. He's got blockers now. And he's down the far sideline. He's going to be in the end zone touchdown with no laundry out on the field.
That's a devastating play for Anderson and a fantastic play for the Warriors. I thought Anderson had him back here.
Yes, we did.
Right here. The tackler is not able to wrap him up. And then Wingfield has just picks his way on through it.
See, there, Wingfield can beat you with his feet.
Yeah, he really turned on the afterburners there. That was an impressive run.
See the crowd down in section 17.
Pretty happy group, aren't they?
Okay, so here's the Warriors attempting this point after. 2 minutes left to go in the half. The hold is down. The kick is up. The kick is through. So with 2 minutes left to go in the half here, we have a score of the Winton Woods Warriors 28 and the visiting Anderson Redskins 13.
So it started out with the teams trading touchdowns. They traded 2 touchdowns each, and then since then, Anderson has not been able to score any more touchdowns, and the Winton Woods Warriors have been able to. Scored 2 more. So right now the Warriors have a commanding lead. But in a game like this, I think you never know. So Anderson would sure like to get some more points before the half. And the Warriors, they got all 3 timeouts left. I don't know. We'll see what they do here. If they stop them on first down, they might burn a timeout and try to get the ball back.
We'll see what happens. I mean, you can never have too many points in the first half of a ball game.
No.
Wingfield again has shown where he's got the wheels to master any situation. His kick is like Squibber. It's caught by Anderson at their 30-yard line, and he's up to about the 33 before they get him down. .155 left to go in the half as the Anderson offense takes the field. You see Mike Dyer, the local television station, walking down the steps to get close to the field before halftime. Maybe he thinks there's no need to stick around, huh?
I wouldn't leave. I think
I wouldn't leave either. I don't have anywhere else to go.
I think we're going to see a lot more excitement here. Maybe I'm wrong, but
Kuhn rolling to his right. Throws his ball.
oh yeah.
It's caught. Far sideline. It's a good thing he avoided that hit.
First down, Anderson. We're out to the 49-yard line. Yeah, nice pass. Threw it under duress.
Kuhn looking to throw. He's got this ball complete in the left flat. Guy tries to stiff arm the defender, but it ain't happening.
He's trying to get out of bounds, but the Warriors weren't having it. He's running for the sidelines, but that number 9 for the Warriors caught him.
Cam Sanders. Kuhn straight drop, looking to throw over the middle. This ball is intercepted by number 24. Quentin Jenkins on the interception.
The pass was off its mark. We're going to see Jenkins.
See on the more air replay that Kuhn had time, but he just kind of underthrew his receiver into the hands of the defender.
They're running a slant pattern, and Jenkins had great position on that. That
110.
The pass should not have been thrown in hindsight.
Warriors got trips left. Wingfield straight drop, looking to throw this ball deep. His receiver breaks open, but it's just over his outstretched fingertips.
Led him by about 6 inches too much. That was a touchdown otherwise. Really reared back and flung this one down the field. Oh, so close.
This is where the Warriors offense, they want to step on the gas. They want to keep their foot on throat here. There's Spikes with the carry, and he gets out of bounds after he picks up about 20 yards.
Tyrese Spikes is not very large. He's 5'8", but boy is he quick.
Yep. Deuces. You know, that's what they got this year. Looks like When they're not running spikes with the speed and they can hand it to Martin Steele.
Yeah, these very quick ball handlers.
Under a minute to go in the half at 59 seconds here. And the Pistols, Wingfield, trips left. Throwing it over here to his left. It's caught in the flat. Can't make any yards after the catch, though.
Yeah, Anderson did a nice job of coming back on the ball here. Defenders had run downfield covering receivers, and then when they saw the ball, they changed direction and were able to stop it for about a 5-yard gain. So the Warriors looks like they burned one of their timeouts.
This is even better weather than we had last week.
It is. Yeah, it's a little warmer tonight. Weather's supposed to hold until early next week, and a cold front's going to come through. Remind you to hang around for the halftime show. The Winton Woods Warriors marching band is here, and they're always entertaining. And the cheerleaders are here. Ray Cross will cover it.
Okay, so the Warrior offense is out there to address this 2nd and 5 play with 53.2 seconds left to go here in the half. Wingfield in the pistol. Anderson defenders are showing blitz, but they back off of it. This ball's caught. Cross midfield and out of bounds. Spikes picks up another first down here.
Yeah, nice alert play by Spikes to just run out of bounds. He wasn't going to get many more yards anyway.
Yep. Just take what you can get and get out of bounds.
Yep.
So far, the Warriors are who I think they are tonight. Ball's caught over there in the left flat, and he's muscled out of bounds. Close to a first down.
Yeah, the Warriors have done a nice job of mixing it up on offense tonight in the first half. They go left, they go right, hit the middle.
And that's what you want to do. Is just mix it up.
This wide receiver on the bottom's got to be careful up. He's not lining up offside.
There's Spikes with the carry again, and he's muscling his way into first down territory. But there's a flag out on the field. A couple of them.
The Anderson players are applauding. There's an Anderson player down also.
"35 seconds left to go here for halftime. Officials trying to sort this out.
Personal foul. Warriors.
They go to more air, instant replay. Spikes plants his foot and goes south with the ball. And that guy almost looked like he face masked Spike.
Something happened to that Anderson player, and I couldn't exactly pick up what it was.
Clock moving, 2nd and 16. Straight drop for Wingfield. He rolls to his right and lets go, and this ball's caught!
Oh,
Caught by his receiver, number 1, Tyvon Bowler.
Bowler did a great job of turning around here. This is not an easy catch. It's a great pass, but it's not an easy catch to make. That was very well done.
So they're deep in Anderson territory now with 21 and a half seconds left to go in the half.
When you're running down the field and the ball is directly behind you, you have to turn around and catch it while you're running. It's very
Ball on the
difficult.
14. Wingfield throwing his ball. Adjustment. It's going to be pass interference on Anderson, is my guess, on that flag.
Yeah, the Anderson defender did not look back at the ball. And they'll call that on you pretty much every time. If the defender is not looking at the ball and makes contact with the receiver. Can't see it, but the Anderson guy just essentially ran over the Warriors receiver.
We're going to march this ball down inside the 10-yard line where it'll be first and goal down on the 7-yard line.
There's a view of it. Yeah, this is clear interference.
Let's see what they got on their play calls. Under center is Wingfield. He gives the spikes, but he can't get much. He's hauled down by the Anderson defense. 13 seconds. Warriors call timeout.
13 seconds and the ball's on to 6. You pretty much, the obvious play here is to throw it in the end zone.
Yeah, they got a good chance of scoring.
Yeah, and they've got a kicker who can make 3 points. We'll see what they do. I say throw into the end zone. If it doesn't work, go for a field goal. That's my 10 cents worth. But I'm not the coach.
They need to score because you don't know what the second half will bring to a game like this.
No, it's absolutely right.
You know, Coach Evan Dreyer of Anderson, at halftime, he could light a fire under these guys. The throw, and this ball is incomplete out of the back of the end zone. 8.9 seconds left to go. 3rd down and 6.
Well, you got enough time. You could try that a second time. Something like that. That was a very quick play. It did not take up much time at all. The ball was a little bit, if he caught it, I'm not sure he would have been in bounds.
So here we are up on the ball with the Warriors. Wingfield throwing this ball. Incomplete.
Ball was a little bit high.
A little bit high. So they're going to line up for a field goal attempt. They're going to send their field goal kicker out there, Watchman Fonjong Jr., number 60. So 5.3 seconds left to go. Watchman Fonjong Jr. Looks like Anderson calls timeout to ice this guy. He's got to show up like that Kansas City Chief kicker did on Sunday. Nail 3 of them. 5.3 seconds left, and they'll be breaking it down for halftime. Like you say, the Warriors band is here entertaining. So here comes the Warriors back out on the field to address this 4th and 2. So here comes their place kicker out on the field. So Tubbs will be the holder. Holds down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. So, with 2.7 seconds left to go here in the half, we have a score of your Winton Woods Warriors 31 and the visiting Anderson Redskins 13. That was a way for the Warriors to answer the call.
Yeah, that was a good, it was a good sequence for the Warriors, I think. I know they made some mistakes on that drive, but they came out of it with 3 points. And 3 points and left 2 seconds on the clock. You can't do a whole lot better than that. The only way Anderson's going to be able to do anything here is to either fair catch it, try a play, or hope that the kickoff return breaks for a touchdown. The Warriors, of course, know that.
You hear Mr. Booker in the next room imploring his Warrior Nation to make some noise. Andrew Booker's dad, it's like they recruited him to, ball's picked up by the Redskins, and he gets it up to the 25-yard line where he's tackled by the special teams. And that's going to do it for the first half here from Frederick Stadium on the score on the campus of Winton Woods High School, where we have a score of your Winton Woods Warriors 31 and the visiting Anderson Redskins 13. Waycross Community Media will be back after halftime.
If I play sports for my school, I will have more confidence. I will get better grades.
I will learn how to show good sportsmanship.
I will be more physically fit. I will learn how to handle wins and losses in sports and in life. I will have more school spirit.
I'll learn how to work together. I will learn to set goals and work to reach them.
I'll make good decisions off the field.
If I play sports for my school,
If I play sports for my school,
if I play sports for my school,
I will learn how to be a leader.
Red Balloons, which was originally a pop song from the late 80s with balloons representing a sign of hope. Again, singer Malik Thomas performs this trumpet solo. For tonight, the seniors will be able to choose a couple of songs from their past. We feature two of our senior trombonists, Mark Barrington and Aiden Hassard, with this Michael Jackson hit, Bad.
When you walk into the boardrooms of the most successful companies here in Ohio, who do you meet? Answer: men and women who played high school sports. Education-based high school sports give us more than athletes we can root for. They give us leaders we can depend on. Question: so where will we find tomorrow's leaders? Answer: high school sports.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome to the second half of tonight's game here. Waycross Community Media is bringing you tonight from Frederick Stadium, where we have a score of the Winton Woods Warriors 31 and the visiting Anderson Redskins 13. Now the second half of this game, Tom, will be more of the same, I'm sure. Now things need to be cleaned up some, and more guys need to step up with contributions. But it looks to me like these Warriors are who they think they are. Tom, what kind of revelations can you tell us about this game?
I have the halftime statistics, and in some regards they're remarkably similar. First downs, for example, the Anderson Redskins had 10, the Warriors had 11. Time of possession, 13.552 for Anderson, 10.05 for Winton Woods. But the big difference, Anderson had 17 yards rushing. Winton Woods had 203. And the other big, now the one kind of error region for the Warriors, they took 60 yards in penalties versus 28 for Anderson. But all in all, the Warriors, I thought, did a really good job in that first half of mixing it up. And they were on their heels defensively in the first quarter, but boy, second quarter, Anderson didn't do anything.
That's right.
And the Warriors did. So right now the Warriors have a commanding lead, 31-13. Anderson needs to, if they're going to do something, they need to score right away. But I think the Warriors will start out with the ball, because the Anderson started out with the ball in the start the game. So the Warriors get the ball for the second half. So Anderson needs to stop the Warriors and get some points. But the Warriors, of course, they score another touchdown. Anderson's in a deep, deep hole.
That's correct. And see, the Warriors, the thing where they opened up and busted this game loose was with that kickoff return for a touchdown.
Yeah, that was kind of a turning point, wasn't it?
I was glad to see that. You know, we had an interception on defense. So the Warriors are basically clicking on all cylinders. But now I guess a lot of the challenge is you don't want to show too much on film for your future opponent. In this case, Turpin is a tough future opponent.
Yeah, we wanted to talk about that. Next week, the Warriors play Turpin. And if the Warriors win this game and Turpin wins tonight, they will both come into the game undefeated and playing for the conference title. So that will be a huge, huge game.
Now, I tell you, the Turpin Spartans over the years have given the Winton Woods Warriors troubles in the playoffs and here and there. And they're going to have their game on. I don't know specifically what Turpin is coming at you with this year, but if they're undefeated at this point too, you got to consider that they have a valid team.
What Turpin is very good at, I was looking at some stats, they have allowed even fewer points than Winton Woods Warriors have. They're apparently defensive wizards. So it'd be an interesting game. It will be an interesting game. But the Warriors have to win tonight.
That's right. So as Tom Hall tells us what the Warriors have to do tonight, we see the Anderson Redskins about ready to kick this thing off and get the second half underway. And there's the kick. And it's going to be
It's going to be
out of bounds.
The one.
The officials marking this thing at the 1 foot line, basically.
That is not how the Warriors wanted to start the second half, I assure you.
Aiden Boyd, that kicker, I wonder if he called that shot. Yeah. Look at that.
Couldn't work out much better for Anderson. In the first half, Wingfield had 125 yards on the ground. Boy.
So that 125 yards on the ground, that's par his usual efforts, I'm sure.
Yeah, an average of 17.9 yards per carry.
So the Warriors on offense is going to have a man in motion, two guys in motion at the same time, so half the distance to the goal. Well, this is where I think if you're Wingfield, you may have to tuck this ball in and run and get what you can just to get out of the shadow of this goal line.
Yeah, I mean, the ball's on about the half-yard line now.
See on the more air instant replay that we had two people in motion at the same time. Wingfield under center. Looks like the Redskins are about to blitz. They feel the gap. There's push. They get this ball moved out to about the 3-4 yard line.
It'll give them a little room to work now.
So it's going to be second. They're calling it 2nd and 10. No, it's Wingfield under center. He takes a snap. Give inside. First down yardage.
They just tore through the line here. Boy, he's quick.
Here comes the Warriors breaking the huddle again. 1st and 10. Ball on their 14-yard line. Couple more plays they can use in their playbook. Man in motion, there's the give to Spikes, but they're in there on him. He can only lose a yard on that play.
An Anderson defender managed to get himself into the backfield here. The middle was blocked up.
So here the Warriors. 2nd and 11. Spikes in the pistol. Wingfield in the pistol. Now he's got this ball complete at the 30-yard line. This guy's upfield down to the 45, 50, 40. Wide open, no one's going to catch him. 20, 10. No flags on the field. That's going to be a touchdown from long range for the Winton Woods Warriors.
Oh, that is a backbreaker for Anderson. They had the Warriors down on the 1/2 yard line. They get a pass to the open receiver, and he's able to, it doesn't look like he should have been able to pull that off, but he did. That is number 2 for the Warriors. Number 2, Tyjae Frazier. What a play.
So the Warriors will line it up for the point after attempt. The hole is down, and the kick is up, and that kick is good. So with 9:48 left to go here in the 3rd quarter from Frederick Stadium, we have a score of your Winton Woods Warriors 38 and the Anderson Redskins 13. That was fun to watch, that run.
Yeah, when I saw the play developing, I thought, okay, they're going to get an out-of-bounds play over here. They're going to get first down with the ball out of bounds. I never dreamed that Frazier could turn this into a touchdown. But he did. Missed tackles and blazing speed.
See, now, next time the Warriors are on offense, they're going to probably get the heavy dose of Imani Steele.
Yeah, that's right.
Start grinding his clock. So Warriors special teams getting ready to kick this ball. That's number 31 handling the kicking chores. That's Nate Mefford. 6'3", 160-pound senior. Left-footed kicker, and the kick is off. Anderson picks it up on the 3-yard line, coming up with the ball, but he's hit.
Hit hard.
So Warriors special teams has this guy down on his own 19-yard line where Anderson will put it in gear, 1st and 10. See on the more air replay where
Right there.
all the Warrior defenders, special teams, they all had gaps occupied.
In the first half, Jackson Kuhn was attempted 23 passes and completed 14. A total 152 yards, but most of that was in the first quarter.
He's looking to throw again. He steps up in the pocket, throws this ball incomplete, out of bounds.
The receiver was open, the pass was short.
See, what it looks like to me is what Cooley's going to have to do now is see what he could get running. At least have the Warrior defense thinking about that possibility.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right about that.
Trips to the near side. Coon throwing his ball.
Oh,
Incomplete pass, and his receiver took a whopping on it. He's still struggling to get up. Big hit he took.
the Warriors has put a safety in there to cover those slant patterns, and the receiver, who I believe is number 6, who we have on the ground, I think that's Evan Upchurch. He got clobbered.
Yeah, but there's no penalties on that. That was a good hit.
Yeah, nothing illegal there. That's the danger of a slant pattern. If it's one-on-one coverage and the cornerback's on the outside and the pass is good, there's the replay.
Yeah, there was nothing anywhere near his helmet.
No.
It looks like he might have took it hard to the lower back maybe. But,
Yeah. He's twisted in kind of a funny angle. But if that slant pattern is even if the cornerback's on the outside and the pass is there, it's almost impossible to defend. But if you put a safety over there to help and get in front of the receiver, then it suddenly becomes a totally different play. And that's what the Warriors have been doing to shut off these quick slant routes that Anderson was so successful with in the first quarter.
And it's a good thing they're shutting these slants down because they got hit with a lot of these slants when we did that game against, what was it, Lebanon?
Lebanon, yes. Yeah, Lebanon used those to a great deal of success.
I don't know. We didn't hear anything about any scores of these other games at halftime. So maybe it really doesn't matter what's going on in these other games as far as the Warriors are concerned. As long as they win, that's all that matters.
Yeah. If they win tonight and win next week against Turpin, they're looking good.
People in the press, they could write anything they want to write. Just win, baby, as the guy in the Raiders
Yeah.
said.
I think they brought out the cart to take the Anderson Redskin off the field.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Got this receiver down. Good, emphasize it was a good, clean hit.
Again, we think it's Upchurch, but we're not positive about that.
See on the more air instant replay. All the hits. Okay, so they got him up on his feet now. Warrior Nation classy to give him a hand.
Yeah, that is number 6. We were right about.
Evan Upchurch.
Upchurch was a receiving star in the first half. He had 75 catches for 73 yards and a touchdown.
Well, that's playing defense. See, they must have had him figured out from the first half there where they said, we can't let this guy beat us now.
Yeah.
And here's something for you to think about for the rest of the game. Although, again, it was a clean hit. So here comes the Anderson offense now. 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, but he's smothered, hammered down for no gain on the play.
Yeah,
4th and 10.
Yeah, the Warriors' pass rushes, they know he's going to drop back here. And look at that. They got 4 Warriors back there on him.
Okay, so
punt time.
This would be punting situation for Anderson. 4th and 11, ball on their 18-yard line. Does the Warrior defense have a jailbreak in them tonight? Let's see here.
They did it earlier on a kickoff.
Aiden Boyd got the snap. He's got the kick up. Where the receiver catches it on the Anderson 44-yard line. He's around right in, and he's got a block down the sideline, cuts it back inside. Caleb Tubbs is going to score again for the Warriors on this punt return.
Whoa. Anderson's kick coverage has not been the best tonight. They've given up two touchdowns.
They didn't get the jailbreak, but they got something just as good.
Oh, it's coming back. Holding.
Oh my! Go back.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, right there. There it is. On the left of your screen there. Number 9 for the Warriors wrestled his man to the ground.
Got a score 38-13, and a score like that would have had us in the conversation about a running clock, I'm thinking.
Sure would have.
So this ball is going to be marched back to the Winton Woods 45-yard line, 46-yard line. Spikes with the carry, but there's nothing much there. Clock moving, 8:16 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Here come the Warriors breaking the huddle. Wingfield back there, the Pistols. Spikes with him. There's the give to Spikes. Plants his foot and cuts it upfield for about 4-yard pickup.
Another flag came in from the far side.
Another flag on the Warriors.
Another call against the Warriors, yeah. I think we've got another hold here.
I mean, at some point, the Warriors are going to have to clean up these penalties as the season gets deeper into October.
Yes, yeah, that's right. Yeah, they're self-destructing here in this particular drive. And they'd had the knockout blow. I mean, that last touchdown that's been called back here on the holding penalty, that was a knockout blow.
There's the give to Spikes. He runs around and would be tackled. He's still on his feet across midfield. Cuts inside, still on his feet down to the 30-yard line where he's finally run out of bounds.
I'll tell you, some of these Anderson Redskins are going to see him in their nightmares tonight. I mean, look at these, so many these chances to grab him, but they can't.
He just brushed that guy off in the backfield.
Yeah.
First and 10 for the Warriors. Ball on the Anderson 31-yard line. Wingfield waiting for the snap. He fakes the give and runs it in there himself, but they stop him. No gain on the play.
I'm watching these Anderson defenders, and they look tired. They're getting up slowly off the ground, and I think the Warriors have just worn them down.
That's the way it looks. And that's what you want to do this time of year, is be able to have the offensive line that can impose their will. Wingfield looking to throw this ball. Caught over there. Receiver's still on his feet, but they finally get him hauled down after he picks up about 7 yards.
Yeah, Tyvon Bowler, it's a nice pass. He's got to turn all the way around to get it, and he does a good job. He tries to beat number 34.
3rd and 2.
So James Magliaro called his number more than once tonight. He's a good defender for the Anderson Redskins.
Under center, Wingfield. 2-minute motion again. This ball play is going to go back. Backfield in motion.
We're seeing, I think, the one weakness of the Winton Woods Warriors is this tendency to self-destruct with penalty flags. And they have, this game is under cruise control. They've got this game won if they can just keep the penalty flags off the field, keep the clock running.
Well said. See if the Warriors are listening to you up here, Tom, as we see Wingfield back out on the field. Section 17, a little bit quiet here, waiting for Mikael Wingfield to erupt once again, looking to throw this ball. It's caught. He returns, he stiff arms one guy, still on his feet, runs through a couple guys, and they finally get him shoved out of bounds. Looks like on about the 7 or 8 yard line.
Jaden Denton, the wide receiver, number 88, he limped off the field earlier in the game, but he came back, and again, that was a great run. But you're also seeing the signs of fatigue on the Anderson side.
Jaden Denton, wide receiver on that grab. Wingfield, give inside, and he breaks through, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Winton Warriors. Tyreek Spikes.
Well, there it is. The Warriors have broken the game open now.
That's the dagger.
Got a 31-point lead. Now we can talk about a running clock.
Talk about a running clock. So here the Warriors are. The address is point after touchdown. Nate Mefford with this left-footed swing. Holds down. Kick is up. And that kick is good. So with 4:56 left to go here, we have a score of your Winton Woods Warriors 45 and the visiting Anderson Redskins 13. Let me see, is that running clock? Let me see.
We need a 30-point lead to have that happen, and the Warriors have a 32-point lead now.
We see the inhabitants of Section 17. Plenty to cheer about tonight.
Yeah, Warrior faithful look pretty pleased this evening, and they should be. This has been a really good performance by their team.
See on the more air instant replay where Spikes just shoves a couple guys. I think some of these guys look at him and think all I got to do is reach out and he'll fall down, but wrong.
Yeah, that's right. He's very quick and very elusive.
Here's Medford as he steps under this kick, get this underway. Hauled in on the 6-yard line by Anderson, upfield over the 20, over the 30. And he's tripped up, shoestring tackle by the Warriors special teams.
Had one man to beat, and the one man got him. That was number 12 who made the touchdown-saving tackle, Antonio Turner Jr.
So he's having himself a nice little game.
If Turner doesn't make that tackle, he's off to the ball carrier's off to the races.
Okay, so 4:07 left to go in the third quarter. Kuhn throwing his ball. It's caught over the right flat. He runs around would-be tackles. He makes a nice gain into Winton Woods territory on their 42-yard line.
Yeah, one almost broke open. A quick sideline route.
Nice
Beats
block.
a man. That was a good block. Very good block. Another sideline route.
Okay, so Anderson starting to move this ball methodically downfield. Here they are. They're moving it fast now. Kuhn looking to throw this ball over the middle, incomplete.
Overthrew his man.
See, the Warrior cheerleaders are stepping up their game and imploring their guys in their crowd to stand behind the team.
Yeah, I think they were kind of quiet in the first half, but they've upped their game here quite a bit in the second half, haven't they?
Oh, yes. And like you say, Tom, a lot of this ball's out.
Warriors ball.
Warriors ball on the strip sack. 2:47 left to go in the third quarter.
Anderson finally looked to have a little offensive momentum, and then it comes to a screeching halt right here. That is number 11.
Andrew Booker.
He's 6'3", 235 pounds. He's quick.
Okay, so this clock is moving. Again, running clock. Warrior offense out on the field now. Ball on the Anderson 48-yard line. Straight drop is Wingfield. He's going to take it himself. He breaks outside and he's going to go for the sideline, but Anderson defenders finally catch up to him and roll him out of bounds.
He picked up about 8 yards, I think. Yeah, wants to throw it, but he can't find anybody. Tucks it in, breaks to the outside.
Wait a minute, that's not Wingfield in there at quarterback, is it?
19.
Somebody going by the name of number 19.
Yeah. Logan Lawson.
Okay, Logan Lawson.
I don't think we've seen Logan Lawson play this season, have we?
No, he's, junior, 6'1", 210. I believe he transferred in from Northwest High School. I could be wrong, but. So Lawson, he's going to get a chance to run the offense. And, you know, he needs to see what he can do. Nice carry to get him tripped up. And Marty Steele with the carry, though.
Yeah, Steele's going to get tripped up right. Oh, he tripped over his own man.
His own player, yeah.
Oh, he tripped over the back of the foot of number 74, his offensive lineman, Andrew Thompson.
It's going to be 1st and 10, the clock rolling, 46 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Lawson gives inside. Still on his feet, runs through, and Marty Steele says, I got fresh legs. And I'm pretty thick here. See what you can do with me, Anderson. Look at this carry. Blocks right in front of him.
Now, the Warriors seem to have this endless supply of these very quick running backs. They shuttle them in and out of the game right now.
And to me, that's how they established who they are this year. Doing it by committee.
Yeah, that's right. They have a lot of good substitutes in on Steam. Here we go again.
Makes this guy miss in the backfield, cuts it upfield. Looks like he's going to finally get hauled down about the 16-yard line.
Yeah, this Frazier, the Anderson Redskins just cannot keep up with the Warriors right now.
So that's the end of the third quarter here, where we have a score of the Winton Woods Warriors 45 and the Anderson Redskins 13. One more quarter to go here from Frederick Stadium.
So I was thinking if they have this limited attendance policy, which they have to have under the rules, and they're going to have this mega game here next weekend, next Friday night, whoever's in charge of the distributing the tickets at Winton Woods High School is going to be a very popular person. All kinds of friends and relatives calling in favors.
Well, the guy at the ticket office says, I got to give all my season ticket holders in the 17th section their tickets first.
Well, yeah, and every player, I think, gets a couple for their family.
Hey, here's the Warriors, 2nd and 3.
Oh.
Hand is to Steele, and there's a flag on the play.
I wonder if there's a face mask there. Yeah.
Face mask. On Winton Woods.
On Winton Woods, yeah.
See on the more air replay here.
I think it was there in the middle of the line. Oh. Okay, we're being told with, oh yeah, the runner did it.
Okay.
Yeah, the ball carrier did it. The stiff arm gone awry.
Okay, I'm sure the Warrior offense, 10:57 left to go. Their plan is probably to just run this ball. There's Steele with the carry again. Short gain on the play. You know, this is good where Logan Lawson, second string quarterback for the Warriors, can get some action.
Yeah, it's a good opportunity for him. The Warriors are obviously in no hurry here. The clock's running. They got 30 seconds to run a play, so just use it. Now they're going to call timeout. Game clock could run down. Not even the play clock, excuse me.
So the Warriors, we're going to have to see. This is 4th and 10 they're showing on the scoreboard. They need to still give their place kicker some more attempts to get him completely involved in this team.
From here, that would be a 40-yard attempt. So we saw him kicking 30-yarders. They're going to try it.
They're going to attempt this field goal. See, and that's what they need. This field goal kicker, he needs to have. So, this is another kicker, though. This is going to be number 31 on this attempt.
Yeah, this is the guy who's been doing the kickoffs.
Nate Mefford,
Yeah,
left-footed kicker.
Yeah, earlier the Winton Woods field goal was kicked by a different player.
This is going to be a 40-yard attempt. This is what they need, though. Get everybody involved in the action. Hold us down.
Oh.
That kick is good.
Oh.
It's indeed so. With 9:55 left to go in the game here, we have a score of the Winton Woods Warriors 48 and the Anderson Redskins 13.
That was an impressive field goal. I mean, a 40-yarder in high school, it might be the furthest one I've seen in a high school game, but this had lots of room to spare. I mean, this field goal probably would have been good from maybe 10 yards further back.
Well, that's good that you have people that can split uprights this time of year, because every drive isn't going to cross the goal line.
Yeah, it's a very handy guy to have around, I think.
And this is what the Warriors need. Come out of here with an undefeated record, knowing that next week's opponent will probably have the same type of record.
Yeah, we don't know the score of the Turpin-Lebanon game, but we suspect Turpin would win that game tonight.
You would think, but if Lebanon wants to go ahead and beat them, it won't break my heart. Mefford steps into this kick. Down into the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins will set this thing in gear on their own 25-yard line. 9:15 left to go in the contest.
I don't think many fans have left, do you?
No, not at all.
I've seen a few cars leave from the parking lot, but not many. Winton Woods faithful are enjoying this.
Kuhn looking to throw this ball. It's complete. He steps out of a tackle and still on his feet, but they finally get him down at the 24-yard line. Here we go. 2nd and 5. Kuhn, straight drop. They got him flushed out, and he's going to be jerked down for a loss and a sack. That's number 44 on the stop for the Warriors.
Alex Gentry, who did that.
Alex Gentry. Clock rolling, 8:06 left to go. Kuhn, straight drop, he's got trips left, throws this ball deep over the middle, and the receiver falls. Incomplete. No, he just fell on his own anyway. He wasn't.
Yeah, the Warriors didn't help him on that one at all.
Yeah, I see. He tripped over the turf monster, as they be saying. Clock moving, 7:28. Looks like Anderson is going to have to punt. Aiden Boyd standing on his five-yard line, waiting for a snap.
Anderson didn't have enough players on the field.
Warriors got a guy receiving his punt on their own 48-yard line. Here's Aiden Boyd waiting for the snap. Of course, they got to get this guy in the game. There's Boyd with the hold, and the kick is not too swift. And it's going to touch up on the 40. Grabbed by the Warrior receiver, and he's taken down inside his own territory at the 48-yard line. That could have been disaster.
Yeah, could have. That whole sequence was kind of strange. The punt was not very good. Ball hit the ground. The Winton Woods Warrior took the risk to catch it and run. which on a bouncing ball like that is a risky maneuver.
This kicker on Anderson, I mean, he must know. He kind of reminds me of George Blanda wearing that number 16.
Oh, up the middle.
Clock moving, 6:27 left to go here. Lawson calls his own number.
Goes up the middle and shows good strength on this play. Full forward for about 5 yards.
Well, Lawson here, 6'1", 210. There's a give, but can't get much. Muscles in there inside the 45-yard line. Clock still moving, 5:55.
Oh, bad snap.
Bad snap. Lawson, he's got it. Still on his feet. He's cutting up field. He's weaving through the traffic. Puts his head down and he finally gets hauled down on the Anderson 31-yard line.
A broken play that turns out very, very well for the Warriors. The defense was going, he started right. The defense pursued in that direction and he was able to turn it left, getting up big yards. First down.
Yeah, that Lawson looks like he's a big kid.
Yeah, he's big and strong, I think.
This ball's caught, but no gain. Wait a minute, he slips out of a tackle, but the Redskins still there to meet him for no gain. Lawson's got him up there in the pistol. He's got the snap and he gives off the number 85 on the jet sweep, but Anderson's defenders are right there making a 2-yard loss out of it.
Yeah, Anderson does a nice job of chasing this down the line of scrimmage. 2 players out there.
Third and 14, 3:40 left to go here. See what the Warriors want to do here on this third down. Lawson throws this ball complete, but the receiver had to lay out, and that's where he's going to be down, even if they're calling it a catch.
Yeah, the ball was too low. Yeah, hit the ground before it got to the receiver there. So that makes it 4th and 14. The Warriors are going to run a play here. This stage of the game, why not?
Lawson, flag on the play. It's like Lawson was one that shot at throwing a deep ball. Clock stopped at 2:41.
Well, Winton's Warriors defense looked shaky in the first quarter, but ever since then, they've not allowed a point.
That's true. They have not allowed, and they have harassed this young man at quarterback, Jackson Coon.
Yeah, they've gummed up the middle. They're just a masterful performance since starting with the second quarter.
Back to throws Lawson, but they're in on him. And they sack Lawson. Clock still moving.
Going to mark him down around the midfield. So Anderson will take over on downs.
I'll tell you, this guy, big number 19.
First down, Anderson. 2 minutes, 2 seconds remaining in the contest.
Okay, so Anderson takes over on downs. They got the ball. 2:02 left to go in the game. They'd probably like to have something else to take back to Anderson with them. Pass is thrown over there. The far sideline complete. 5-yard gain.
The clock is running on that out of bounds play because of the mercy rule. Holding. Yeah, that was pretty obvious. The Warrior grabbed the receiver, grabbed him by the shoulder. And number 7, Brandon Pitts for the Anderson Redskins was open.
Well, we see Warrior Nation heading for the exits now, Tom.
Yeah, the crowd is leaving now. Yeah, 1 minute left in the game, and this game is, we know who's going to win it.
Pass is thrown deep over the middle, just over the outstretched hands of his receiver.
Yeah.
Clock still moving, under a minute to go, 48 seconds.
We saw that happen to the Warriors earlier in the game, a pass that was overthrown by about 6 inches, and that's what happened there. It was so close.
Well, you know, Anderson come in here tonight and they give the Warriors a good stiff workout for the first quarter of this ball game. But as we see now, the Warriors have said, we're on to whatever you got.
Yeah.
Clock running, 20 seconds left to go. More people heading for the exits. Kuhn back to throw this ball deep over the middle. It looks like it could be picked off by the Warriors, which it is. Number 38 with the interception for the Warriors. That's Caden Sanders, 158-pound wide receiver. So as the clock rolls down at 000 here at Frederick Stadium, we have a final score tonight of your Winton Woods Warriors 48 and the visiting Anderson Redskins 13. Thank you for having Waycross Community Media into your living rooms this evening. And I want to thank all the fine resources of Waycross Community Media for bringing this game to you. And for my partner Tom Hall, this is Jake Williams saying so long from Frederick Stadium. We'll see you next week.